This session is specifically on staying secure. Tip 5. So finally, here are some useful tools that you should have. And you shouldn't really be operating these days commercially or even in your own personal life without using the following tools. So you should all be using antivirus software, but make sure that you're keeping it up to date. Ideally, the antivirus is sort of updating every day at a minimum to make sure that you're not leaving any vulnerabilities in your system. Now, the longer you leave it for an update, the more risk that you are creating, because these vulnerabilities exist and people will try to hack in and exploit the vulnerabilities. Ideally, your antivirus is updating automatically. And if you think that your antivirus is causing your system to start running slow, don't switch it off. Go and talk to your friendly IT team who'll come up with some sort of solution to sort of like make sure that it's doing the right thing. Now on VPNs, VPN, Virtual Private Network, it's a great thing to have installed as it basically stops your sensitive information being intercepted from point A to point B. So it's almost like preventing anybody eavesdropping on whatever communication channel you're using. Now, there's loads of them out there. You'll see various adverts for them, heard about them from place to place. I recommend it. Again, it's a really useful thing. All it's doing though is it's just offering another layer of protection on top of the other things that you've got, okay? And finally, multi-factor authentication. This is where you get a separate passcode sent to you on a separate device to prove who you are. So typically it's a code that might get sent to your phone, say, or to a different email account that you then have to enter. Most people will be using this for their banking these days or other sort of secure applications like that. So hopefully it's all familiar to you. I use it on Microsoft 365. I'd encourage you to all set it up as well. It means that if you do accidentally share your password with the bad guys, they'd have to get your phone as well or whatever to be able to authenticate to get into your account. It's not foolproof, but again, it's another layer of protection that just makes it harder for people to break into your systems. And finally, on a similar theme, this is one from the past, but if you're being clever and sending a password protected file via email, don't send the password in a second email to the same person. So if somebody's hacked you and is picking up the first file, the second one's just going to drop into their lap, isn't it? Use a different method. I tend to text the password, and it's kind of like my method of multi-factor authentication. You can find me at alan.patterson@aikadvisory.com or on LinkedIn. So thank you very much for listening and watching this. I hope to see you soon.